and just for me to remember, and for everybody to know your business and your title in the business. I'm the production manager or CEO, owner. And also, I like to know what is your purpose of attending? What do you want to get out of this meeting? I like to know that expectations, basically. You know, like for me to add value, I need to know what I'm being expected. You know, and so I like to you guys to pull information from me, so it becomes relevant. You know, if you know something, there's no need to explain that. Or if you're doing something, this new methodology, and you're struggling to get a result, we can talk about, okay, I'm doing this way, but I'm struggling. How does everybody else approach the same methodology, things like that. So let's start with Jordan. I know Jordan very well, but just you know, I'm mostly like to know what you want to get out of this session. What is your expectations, or not like this, but like, you know, because I understand this is a weekend. It's a you know, you're away from your family, so you know, I want to make sure that that your time is well spent, basically. Yeah, so that would be great.
Okay,
So I
I'm
can make
Jordan
notes
from the Cheesecake Factory in Chepevare. So my expectations are first to have a really nice and interesting discussion on lean topics, to share some experiences.
Okay.
Because for me, learning from the others is also very useful.
Yeah.
So we are working on a project with Jun, and yeah, I can share the challenges and achievements, and what works and what not works. So I hope I will also add some value to the discussion.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I'm Ivailo Mashev. I'm from BTL.
Yep.
I used to be the purchasing manager in the company, and from Monday I will be the production manager. So everything which is related with the
that's a change, yeah.
Related with the production system and also meeting all these nice people here and be able to speak with them.
Okay, good. So what do you think out of this event?
I don't have some particular thing, but everything which is, how to say, which will inspire me to take some action.
Okay.
Will be
Okay, good, thank you.
Hi, I'm Vladi Velikov. I'm consulting in Toyota production system and theory of constraints. I'm implementing in different kinds of companies, but mostly manufacturing.
Okay.
What I'm expecting from the step and other perspectives from you, how to see Bulgaria, how to
Okay.
And as I understand, you will share a real example.
Yeah. Oh, you have to pull it from me. Yeah, but I have examples, and I will share as much as I'm allowed to.
Yeah, of course.
But you know, a lot of the things that I share is their service and goods. It's about how they are managing the work to make it easier, so that you can actually add more value to your product. So some of the business that we get so involved, we help them stabilize the operations, and then they begin to innovate by introducing new products and new services. We sometimes get involved in that activity because we understand how operation is working in a different way. Good.
Hi to everyone. My name is Christoph Jenkov. I'm production manager in Lunaton.
What do you make, sir? What do you manufacture?
Electronics.
Okay.
Code automation.
Okay.
And what I'm expecting to learn something new and to share something
Okay.
that I have made. And
Okay. How many employees in your business?
40.
14?
40.
40, okay.
40.
Okay, perfect.
Hi, I'm Tanya Vladjeva. I'm a consultant in what now they say people operations. Used to say HR, but in fact, I've never been the typical HR. And my experience is mostly in the area of services, although I have some experience in big production companies. And also my experience is quite limited regarding Lean, mostly introducing Kanban boards and 5S, very limited. So for me it's very interesting how it looks, a whole transformation,
Okay.
if I can say so, of a
Model.
company towards Lean. Also, I'm a founder and co-chairperson of STOS Network Bulgaria, and I'm very interested in changing the business environment in Bulgaria. This is our mission in STOS, so people know more about this modern, innovative management practices. They're not so new, obviously, but new for Bulgaria.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
My name is Todor Turlakov. I am CEO of BTL. Few words, we're an OEM company with different activities, machine working, plastic molding, assembly. And why I'm here, we're in the same beginning of implementation, lean manufacturing, 5S and other activities.
Okay.
I'm here just to see some different points of view, to collect information, how to build our own strategy, not just to copy our clients.
Yeah, exactly. So how many employees?
240.
Okay. You're the CEO?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, my name is Sal Vasiliev from Civico.
Yep.
We are an engineering company that offers industrial automation and industrial control systems.
Yep.
Basically systems that control the production.
Okay.
What I'm here for, we have many different projects in different companies, but we come to realize that if we want to make really good industrial automation, we have to understand the whole process of working.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense to automate something that is not leanified before that.
Yeah.
And that, I think it's useful for me.
Yeah. When you talk about, it's automation or the people, right? A lot of people are scared of automation because people lose jobs. Basically, actually, workers are scared. I'm making this, but factories is deciding to put in machines to automate this line. So how do you remove the fear, right? And how do you understand advantage of and disadvantage of machines, automations, the software, right? So if you really understand how the compiler works in the software, you understand what to do, because how compiler is working, you write a code, and the compiler will spit out the binary to run the machines. There's the limitations in that system. So we can talk about software, and then people say automation is bad because it takes the jobs, but there are some things that are really good about automation. So it's about learning what is the best about machines, what is the best about automated line, and what is the best about the people, and you're able to combine and mix those elements to win the competition. So that's what you were saying, kind of that. What is the model? You kind of have to touch everything up. Instead of focusing on this, that's fine. But when you actually get to the CEO level, you kind of understand this is the role of technology, this is the role of people, and this is the role of the management system. Okay. So we can get into the specific programming languages and then talk about how we can implement the Toyota production system in programming and computer science itself. But we're not going to talk about that here. But there's what I'm trying to say is the TPS is applicable to every process, every function, and every industry, is what I'm trying to say. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Tihomir Davidov. I'm a production manager at R&M Bulgaria. I'm also responsible for implementation of different lean tools in the company. We are a Swiss company. Our headquarters is in Switzerland.
Okay.
My expectation here is to understand more about culture, building culture, lean culture in the organization, because we have a very successful project implementing different tools, optimizing lines, but with the years we see that we are missing this sustainability which I expect to have. I mean, to build all these things in the DNA of the people. And we still need, when we need improvement, we still have to push.
Yep.
We still have to ask.
Yep.
I don't see it still from the low levels to up levels.
Yeah. Of course, the reason why that you invest in this improvement activities, the business has to see a return on investment. I mean, why do they do that, right?
Yeah.
We are running, we are making the business, making something. We're not in the business of training people, right? So from a CI's perspective and a production manager's point of view, everything that you do is to increase the cost, I mean, quality, reduce the cost, and reduce the lead time.
Yeah.
So you have to have that kind of a holistic approach, and you have to have a practical approach. You know what to do, step by step. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you manufacture? You
Optical cables. And
okay. Cables. So a lot of you have a process lines, cables, long line.
Different type of connectivity cables, other type of connectors, and so on.
Yeah. So a lot of engineering, customization of the cable. Yeah. Good. Thank you.
Okay. Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Kittner and I'm the owner of Kittner Anlagen und Maschinenbau, which is a German company. And we are here since 25 years now, producing equipment for the pharmaceutical, food, automotive industry, lifting and tilting devices, industrial washing machines, conveyor system and so on. And I'm not in the daily business.
Yeah.
But I'm the one who has to make the decisions at the end.
Yep.
So it's very useful for me to be in all this kind of training or whatever it is, just to make sure that, not that I'm testing you, but just to make sure that we're on the right way and to understand what my CEO is making and doing. So that it's very interesting for me. Yeah, later on, to find out if he's following the plan.
Yeah.
But it's, the whole matter is very, very interesting for me. And it's a little bit of what everybody has said already here, because, to copy something which is coming, it doesn't matter from where it is, Japan or USA or Germany, it doesn't help a lot. This is our experience, and I know definitely that we have to see it from the other angle, from, we are Bulgarians, we are South Europeans, there are a lot of good, a lot of not that good things about it. We have to make sure that whatever we learn, we can implement it, because otherwise just visiting some seminars or courses or whatever doesn't bring anything.
Yeah.
And I'm very much interested in exchanging experience. We have been in Chipolari already, and I'm sure they are on the right way. But sometimes when you have detailed questions, we know that it has to be like this. What happened by you? This happened like this. Okay, so here, this exchanging of experience is for me very important. And as I said before, I just have to keep track on when they sit with a lean manager and discuss something. I have to know what they're talking about.
So you said interesting things. There's no. If we continue to copy, that's not a good thing.
No.
But the thing is, like, if you have a broken toilet, you call the plumber, right? You're not gonna go and study how to plumb the toilet, right? So the owner's point of view, the problem that I see is solved. What does the business need to go after that? So that's the owner's perspective. But to create a stability, owners have to get involved to set directions, set priorities. So this is the thing, is as your organization develop, wherever the organization is at, that defines your roles and responsibilities. So I have worked with one of the family-owned business in Argentina.
Okay.
Italian families, they own some businesses. And I work directly with the owners. They are two brothers working as owners, and they never pay attention to their people because it's just their way, right? Their culture is like a white collar and blue collar. But now they're